Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ. Welcome to the KarKives, the KarQ Archives channel, where I upload replay coaching and viewer VOD reviews live from my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/KarQ. If you want to get your VODs reviewed, come on over to the stream. The lovely people down below in the chat are right there. You can see how they are. They're saying hi to themselves in the future. Today is October 2nd, 2020. So by the time you see this, I don't know what day it's going to be. Probably December. But in any case, we have some gameplay submitted by Drummer Freak. I forgot if I said. Let's come to the stream, 50,000 loyalty points, and you can buy a VOD review from me, a replay review. And to get those points, you just hang out in the stream. That's it. If you subscribe, though, you do get points at a faster rate. But at the end of the day, it's free. It takes about a month to accumulate 50,000 points, I think. Maybe less. Anyways, Drummer Freak on the D.Va. Apparently, he told me he's a support main. Okay, so boosting in like this, the biggest mistake from a lot of D.Vas that I've noticed is that every time they, like, with boost, sorry, the biggest mistake for D.Vas, let me rephrase that. The biggest mistake for D.Vas is the booster jet, in my opinion. A lot of D.Vas will just boost in without a purpose. If you're ever going to boost in, you only commit and stay in their lines if you can, like, maybe trade or get for sure kill an enemy. Like, you boost into that enemy's Zenyatta, fine. But in a neutral fight like this, if you're gonna boost, you can go in like this, but you have to curve your way back out before the booster ends. If you watch like top D.Va players on the ladder or an owl, you can see if they ever do any sort of like boosting in, they'll go in and then they'll curve out at the end. What they tend to do is they'll go in and then they'll actually go upwards and then press jump at the end, so a little bit of momentum hangs them back, and then they can safely get out. Because the problem is a lot of D.Vas just end up feeding by just boosting in and stopping in front of the enemies. You almost don't do that unless like something is going to happen, like you're going to burst his Zen, like I said. But the Ryan has the shield up. The boost like that immediately, we don't do those. Okay, so you hear the tracer like this into like boosting into the D.Va is fine because it's just one person in the back line. But the boosting thing where like there's 6 people in front of you or 5 people and you're doing this and you're stopping in front of them, that's how you feed. But like, yeah, if there's like a single flanker, you can boost in to do the burst damage. That was fine. I like how you responded and went for the tracer to get him off your back line. Yes, time to raise your APM, chat. There's that example right there. You see that? Boosting into the tracer was fine. Why is my frames so shit? I'm at like 10 FPS. Like this. Exactly. See what I'm right here? You go in, but you stop here. And now you're screwed. You're like, oh shit. Like I said, you can boost in for the damage, boop, and then come back out. But here, you're just dead because you stopped right in front of like six players. Okay, enough. I've nailed that point in. Moving on. Time to raise my APM. I like how you're like crouching and stuff in between your... I like this though. I like this. Look at that. That's good. Good base movement. At least you're not just like a sitting duck. I just went to the wrong D.Va. You're red team. Okay, so you're pressuring the shield. You ate the fire strike. Pressure that enemy Ryan shield. Okay. This is... okay, not bad. I think if you wanted to like commit to that, he's a Torbjorn. He's got base armor and he's hard to burst. Honestly, I probably would have like went in and then used the last bit of the booster to like fling up at the last second and then just sit here and then be an off angle. Then you can matrix your team from here because the range is still pretty nice. And then if the Torb still hangs around, then you can turn around and commit to him if he's low. Because you're not really running like a true dive, right? You're playing with Ryan. Your D.Va playstyle changes with your other tank and, you know, your team. You're not running the Winston or a ball or anything. So you're ideally looking to catch someone out. He's a Torb. He's got that turret shooting, and he had overload because I didn't see him pop it here, so I knew he had it eventually. So like, fully committing on the ground here may not be fully valuable. So you go here, take an off angle. Sure. So you expended your boost for damage there. Now that's tough. So I think you have a habit of just boosting in for damage only. Oh, you're good. Oh, that's gonna hit the ceiling, I think. Oh, nice. Chat, at the end, you kind of guess what rank this D.Va is too, by the way. Kind of makes it a bit fun. It really feels like you're kind of all over the place. This seems so wild. Holy smokes. But, the instinct actually feels like a Monka steer. Whatever you see in the bottom of the chat, that's actually what it feels like right now. So to unpack like how you played this entire fight, I think it'll help a lot. Oh my god. That is like the 4th host today. Holy smokes, Emong with the ginormous host. I think I have to play more Overwatch now. I can't go into Cuphead now. After this VOD review, we got to do some more Overwatch. Oh my goodness. Because of my good speeches. Holy heck, dude. Thank you so much for the 3,000 viewer host, Emong. I really appreciate it. Welcome,
loud?
Peoples.
I'm loud.
And 3 gifted subs from Triforce, of course.
I'm known for being very loud. Yes. Boisterous.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How you doing? You came in. I'm actually doing a VOD review for a viewer first before we get back into gameplay. Well, I was actually going to go play Cuphead after, but I'll play like one more ranked game after this. Just one. And then I'm going to play Variety. But welcome. I'm doing a VOD review for this D.Va player. I know their rank, but the chat doesn't know. So I'm trying to be helpful, and then chat at the end is going to help guess what rank this D.Va is. So good fun. Triforce. Emong, thank you again. Welcome everybody from Emong's chat. And Triforce with the 3 gifted subs to SSA, CBG, Metal Crow 88, and Die the Healer. Welcome. Thank you, Emong and Triforce. All right. Enough said. Let's go. So a little wild. Biggest thing is just using your booster for DPS there, which I don't know is if it is the right call. I really think you should be using it. For the most part, you only use it for damage there if it's going to actually contribute to killing the enemy. Like at the end of the day, it's like 20 or 30 damage, and you really put yourself at risk of feeding and just dying. You know what I mean? Any steerers? Yeah, there's a lot of steering in here. Okay, so there's 4 enemies here. Kind of just chilling. Like right there. Oh my goodness. There's no need to kind of just randomly boost like that. There's like 6 of them there. Another example. This might be the biggest. That might be one of the biggest talking points here. It's happening a lot right now. Definitely more booster jet discipline over there. All right. Hello. What's going on? All right, we're on Monkey now. Maybe less steering during here. Okay, you guys are red team. You guys have 3 kills. Wait, this is your team. You have 3 kills. What are you doing? You gotta go. Was that 3 kills or 2 kills? Maybe not. Maybe I was tripping. Was that a turret? Okay, maybe I was tripping. You had 3 dead too. Alright, so you're playing with Ryan here. If you're gonna go main, you'd probably have to pick like the high ground to jump to. Let's just see what happens here. I think jumping on point as a monkey with no primal is just asking to die. Okay, going up top with the team is not bad too. You kind of just farm Tesla. You just farm your ultimate. That's the goal. Okay, you get the res. All right. Coming around the corner here. No, so we don't want to use our leap like that. That's your one escape. Just to cross like okay, I was gonna say 5 steps. This is more like 20 steps, but they're really micro steps. Like from here to here, that's a no bueno. Okay, we don't want to expend that our only jump there, only to just retreat anyways. You know what I mean? Your jump cooldown should always have a purpose to it, whether it's to reach somebody or to reposition or to escape, like that, just to like cross distance and almost where the team fight's about to happen. Like here, we jump to the brig. Okay, you chill up here for a bit. I don't agree with this bubble here too. This bubble doesn't really help your team in essence, because 4 of them or 5 of them already dropped to the ground. The best case would just to be break line of sight, regather yourself, wait for some cooldowns, then drop and use your bubble on the point here. Reload right now and then leap back up after thing comes up. Okay, this is also like a Monka steer as well. This is very wild. Holy smokes. Yeah. Okay, come on up. Got the res off. You have 6 alive. Please don't jump these stairs. All right, good. Chilling here. You want to drop on them. I hope you don't leap. Okay, fall towards them. You're calling with your team to walk together. This is fine. That Zen's alone. I'm okay with this jump because they had a purpose. Oh, I feel like you could have just rounded that corner. Commit to him. Commit to him. Oh my goodness, he was low. Okay, your Lucio got him. Right there, your eyeball should be lighting up. Like right there. Just like, oh shit. Zen is kind of alone here. This is fine. You got the punch off. Walk in. Zap them. They're shattered from your Rhine. But then you decide to be like, no, I don't feel like killing you anymore. I think you should have just rounded that corner and just killed him. He ended up dying to your Lucio anyways. That bubble could probably be better placed on the point, but that's okay. Okay, you have Primal. I think you're going to use it when... Oh, I was about to say. Okay, you Primaled. Let's break again. Get the baby D.Va. Go for the baby D.Va, I think. Focus. Don't let her remech. Don't let her remech. She remeched! I think you probably should have just... I know you're trying to wait to reload and punch this brig, but I think you should have just let yourself reload earlier. Not in this example. But the minute you see this baby D.Va there, baby D.Va right here in your face, and she just eludes everybody for some ungodly reason.
Don't move. Unfortunate.
Alright. Target prioritization. Hello. Alright, you kill him there. That's fine. It's a J silly. You drop the bubble. There might be a trap on the ground here. Okay, this guy's dead. Just reload, just reload, just reload. Just reload. Just reload! Okay. Oh my god. So much punching. Oh my god. That's like the 5th time. Nice bubble. Okay, you're frozen. Listen, chat, I know we're gonna guess the rank after, but this is wild. This fight actually straight up lasted 3.5 minutes. We're gonna guess at the end what rank this is. But okay, I'll watch a bit of the Zarya. Okay, I'll watch a bit of the Zarya too. Let's see, let's see. You can bubble for energy here, that's good. Laser him down. You don't need a self bubble yet. Okay, right around now when you're peeking it aggressively around this corner. It's gonna be really hard to hit the Widow from there. You just laser this Ryan shield. Oh, they have a Bastion here too. Yeah, you can chuck a few of those, sure. You chuck one, but I think the priority here should be shooting the stuff in front of you, because that's for sure gonna land. Like, pressuring the enemy shield is always fine here. Okay, bubbling around the corner. Okay, so you're at a point where you're at high energy. Just be a lot more selective with your bubbles here. Just keep up that frontline pressure. This is good. You could just laser him here. Just laser him. He should die. You don't need a secondary fire. Laser. Nice. This feels really fast-paced for gold. If you guys think this is gold, this feels really wild right now. Might just be this POV. This feels so hectic. Okay, this guy's dead. You track him down now. Oh, nice. Okay, but other than that, like, good energy right here. So you want to selectively save it. Oh, nice grab. There you go. Now you bubble him while he swings. Solid. Be careful coming around this corner. Now that your bubble expired, like after the grab comes out like this, the first half was good. You're trying to burst them down, but the minute this happens, now you're gonna get caught out because you got no bubbles right now. You have to retreat back to where your team is. Ooh, you're very lucky the team, their team didn't capitalize on you, like swinging so wide out there. Okay, you're pressuring that blue team. I don't know what your sense is, but it really feels, it feels really high. It feels like there's a lack of control here. Maybe your sense is really low and you're doing some crazy elbow pivoting, but it actually might be pretty helpful to like slightly lower it a bit and get used to swinging anchoring it off your wrist a bit more, or anchoring off your elbow a bit more. Okay, so you're pressuring off there, you're lasering the shield, keep chucking those secondary fires, keep building that grab. Okay, they're coming in with the beat. So Lucio's in. Oh, okay, you bubbled that. I don't know about that bubble on that Reinhardt there. Okay. Okay, so the last thing you want to do on this is rotate around this part, especially because they have a wrecking ball right here. You have to either have to stay here or play around this side. Like I honestly, like the minute you do this right there, this is just asking to be booped off the map. Alright, nice bubble onto your McCree as he went for it. You can just walk up and kill this McCree. You don't have to be afraid of him there. You're at high charge. Okay, I think the biggest takeaway for everything here. Let's start with Winston. Or sorry, let's start with the D.Va. Number one thing was definitely your boosters. I feel like there's just like I said earlier, there needs to be like a reason for using your movement ability, and that booster should be either used to reposition or focus one person down if they're actually gonna die because of your comp. I feel like you use it just off cooldown because you can, and that's like the recipe for feeding. Number one. For Winston, number two, you can reload. You don't need, I know you're trying to like melee for the burst damage. You can like melee in between shots, don't get me wrong, but there's a time to reload. You can breathe on that. The leaps, like I said, you don't want to just like use it without any sort of purpose. Like there was that one time where you just hop like 20 steps for it, and having your leap on cooldown is rough. You like, if you don't have your leap cooldown, you better be behind a bubble or behind a wall in most scenarios, especially in a neutral fight. In the middle of the active fight on the Winston, I think your target prioritization could be cleaned up a bit. You gotta like look for the priority targets, and in that case, it was definitely the baby D.Va. Number 4, like if you're going to leap, same idea with D.Va. If you're ever going to leap for damage in a team fight, you have to do it on someone that you can naturally burst down. So like I remember there was like a Reinhardt at 300 HP, and you just leaped up in the air and dropped onto him. You leap up if you're getting shot at to be threatened, just to like break line of sight, or you leap onto priority targets who need to be killed now with that damage, which, and honestly, would probably only be the baby D.Va, maybe Tracer, or even the Zen if they're really low. And then like with the target prioritization, like the Zenyatta, like just know, I feel like this part with the Zenyatta, I think a lot of your tank play is just not having that sort of instinct to know who your correct targets are, and like comfort with your abilities. It just feels like it's a bit all over the place. I actually think the biggest help for you would actually be play the role a lot more, because I know in your message you said you don't really play much tank, and I can sort of see that. Outside of those kinds of things, I think your movement is pretty good. Like outside of active team fights, I saw you doing a lot of strafing, you know, waiting for your team, not just like blindly walking in and feeding yet. So at least that fundamental from your other roles is like translating in here. But biggest thing is to just breathe. It looks a bit all over the place, so I was saying that earlier. I recommend probably lowering your sensitivity. The screen was really shaky, unless you're okay and comfortable with that. But I feel like the hecticness of the screen and like feeling like you need to always be contributing, always using your booster, always using your leaps, it kind of like feeds into the idea that, you know, that you need to do something. And I think the most important thing for tank is to be like methodical and think out how you're going to play the spacing, because that's like the most important thing to do the most work for your team, instead of tunneling on and all that kind of stuff. And then for the Zarya gameplay, you're building good energy here. I think being selective with your bubbles after you have energy could be a better priority, but for the most part, that was fine. Your tracking and whatever was pretty decent, relevant to like the rank you're playing at. But I think, again, lowering your sensitivity might help you control this a little bit better. But you're at good energy levels. Just be careful with like your bubbles. Like once you use them, your own bubble, you have to be sure like you have some cover. I remember that grab after you bubbled and try to get burst damage, but you couldn't confirm any kills. You just got to back up at that point, because you'll get caught in the middle there. And I think that basically covers it. Definitely just like more thought into the ability usage. Mostly like the D.Va and the Winston, like the leap and the boosters. That's probably the biggest takeaway. Your Zarya definitely looked the best out of the two. D.Va and Winston look like you're a bit uncomfortable with how they played. Also, I think your leap control, I'm not sure if like, I didn't feel like you knew like which leap you were going to do, because like based on the height you look at, obviously you'll do a line drive leap versus like a slow arcing one, and that will change depending on your angle. But I think there was one where I think you were looking to do a higher arcing one, but you did a line drive one, and it kind of caught you off guard, and I could kind of see that. But what would your sense say? Your sense, you have a 10 for console. I really do feel like you should lower it. 10 is kind of high. What's your DPI? Like the high sense is fine for heroes like Monkey or whatever, but your Zarya, it was good fundamentally with the bubbles and the ability usage. Tracking was decent, don't get me wrong, but I really think you could like fine tune it a lot more if you lowered it a little bit. And I know you prefer high sense, but there is a certain breaking point where I feel like it is too high. You know what I mean? Everything it always ends up boiling down to personal preference, but on more precise aiming heroes, like you can only get so precise if your EDPI is like over 10,000. Yeah, and my recommendation for the Winston, exactly what Caper said, go into an empty map and then practice the different types of monkey jumps. Because there's times where like you could jump and burst down like the baby D.Va or whatever, but that would require you doing like a really short jump, which would require you to like press S, look up 45 degrees, and then like hop back down. Is this actually console? Wait, is this console? This might be console. Oh, you might be right. Oh, okay. You used to play with Hisense on console, so before you came to PC. Gotcha. But yeah, biggest takeaway is definitely those ability, the ability discipline and more methodical approach to those decision making. Anyways, what rank, chat, do you think Drummer Freak is? Yeah, this is not console. This is PC. But you're saying in the past on console you used to play Hisense. Plat, gold, plat, gold. Uh-huh. Like this is pretty good. Like other than that, like I said, your aim is decent. Chat drummer, tell them what rank you're at. I was gonna say this really didn't look like, I know what rank you are. It didn't really look like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pause champ. Chat, you are all incorrect. This is bronze. High bronze. 1458. That's why I'm even surprised. Dude, did you see the pacing of it all? It felt way more fast paced than bronze. That was bronze, chat. 1458 SR. You guys grouped up and it was very fast paced, yes. Lady Z, thank you for the 40 months. That's a long time.
KarQ, yay.
Thank you so much, Lady Z. I appreciate it. But the disclaimer is that Drummer Freak is not a tank main, so I could tell the comfort wasn't there on like your ability usage and all that kind of stuff, just because you don't play the role. Drummer is a support main. This was his tank placement. So my biggest tip going away here, like I said, is to actually just play the role more. A lot of it will come more intuitively once you play it more, because like I said, it looked a bit hectic. And then number two, the decision making with the abilities mostly, especially movement stuff. And that goes for all heroes, not even just tanks. Like the leaping in and the booster stuff, and you know, like if you're playing DPS, like Hanzo leaps or Widow grapples, they should be used, you know, selectively. It's your only escape. It's your only escape. Anyways, thanks for submitting. Hopefully you found that helpful. Your Zarya was definitely the best looking one out of there. I know you say you placed bronze, but I guarantee you can probably get to like at least platinum. You're platinum on support. Yeah, you'll definitely get to plat. You said the strafing on the mini D.Va didn't look like bronze. That's because drummer said he's a platinum support player. Anna. So he has the aim potential. So like I could tell, yeah, when you're in baby D.Va, I was like, ooh, I could tell you're doing a little dancing, trying to shoot people with baby D.Va. Got the random melees. Like, you know, you have like the Overwatch fundamentals. It'll just come down to getting comfortable with the rest of it. But yeah, KarQ, you're the best. Keep on being rad. Lady Z, you're the best.